But hey, what's new with you guys? You guys like cake?
What?
Cake. You guys eat cake, right? You like cake?
Yeah?
I guess.
Ah! Gotcha.
What?
There's eggs in cake.
Oh, I see what this is.
We eat vegan cakes, you idiot.
Vegan cakes?
Yeah, with Greek yogurt.
Aha! But where does the milk come from for the yogurt?
Coconuts. It's coconut milk.
Oh.
Yeah. Idiot.
Well, what
No,
about...
dude, stop, just stop. We know what goes into our food, okay? It's all vegan. We just eat grass and vegan cake.
Yeah, listen, Heartthrob, just accept that you're a monster and let's move on, okay?
What about birds? You eaten a baby bird before?
Well, that doesn't count.
Aha!
Oh, no,
No,
what?
come on,
Who
no,
hasn't
no,
eaten a
that's
baby
different.
bird now and then? Well, that's just nature. How am I supposed to know what's in front of my face when I'm grazing?
Yeah.
Oh, what? You can't hear them chirping?
Not with these ears.
It's their fault for getting in the way.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. I've eaten birds too.
It's not like I'm proud of it.
I'm with you guys.
Fuck off.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Brony Show, episode 531, the show that eats grass and vegan cake. I am your host here to bring you the Brony community for this week. Of course, I am Circuit Main, and I am joined by a wonderful group of panelists, ever expanding. Of course, we are joined by Coal Dust.
Have you ever considered that a hay smoothie is basically pancake batter?
I have now.
I have now. We have Crazy Matt Captain.
Are you sure you're not supposed to eat the birds?
I have Deathlight Productions.
Yo.
DM21.
It's been awfully back and forth.
Tech Stallion.
It's too hot here.
Toakoi.
We installed the AC today.
And Suki of the Otaku Ascended.
You know, I was muted before we went live, so I didn't get to say this. Smegalis.
And of course, we're going to move on real fast. We're here to talk about the Brony community for this week. Of course, the reason that this weekend, in fact this month, is an exciting time, in fact a little bit of story time here, is we have the official 1 month pre-announcement of the artist training ground. So, yep, in about 1 month, the artist training ground for Equestria Daily will begin, and we always encourage people to try to participate, especially if they want to learn to draw or maybe just exercise a little bit of their artistic chops. And here's a little fun thing. I was going to dedicate an entire month of Brony Show artistry, tips, tricks, fun, and frivolity, basically trying to revamp our previous attempt at well, I guess I say attempt, but our previous release, revamping, induction, indoctrination, consternation. Basically, I wanted to redo our training ground prep, essentially, programs, art supplies, basically just kind of redo it all, because it's been a few years since we last talked about how to art or how to begin art. However, as you can tell from the fact that I am slowly losing what little faculty I have left, things have been kind of busy on me, and I will explain a little bit of that in our web time.
Does your school need more funding?
I think my brain...
Keep losing faculty.
I know. I think my school needs a lot more funding. My faculty is so lost. Where was I with faculty? Anyway, so yeah.
too highbrow of humor here.
Anyway, well, so hopefully next week we'll have a little bit more art planning, or at least some more artistic shenanigans. But I still wanted to do something arty. So for the show today, we're going to be going into TKO to make the Brony Show Con Year T-shirt again for this year. Because I don't believe we've done it yet. It's always a good fun time, and we may already be a few cons into the year, but it doesn't. We got the big ones yet to come, so might as well. But before we get into that, of course, it's time to warm up our vocal cords, not like I already haven't, and talk a little bit about what is going on with our lives, and give everybody a chance to get on that little soapbox we call life. And we do that with a little bit of wub time. So I ask all of you once again, as we always do, what's up, Bronies?
Let's see. I spent money on my cat for health reasons, and I did reservations for the room and flight to Everfree. So yeah, I spent money today.
Yay, money!
Yay.
I bought a train ticket today, and I bought more train tickets. I'm buying train tickets, y'all. Some of them to go to Everfree, some of them not, but most of them to go to Everfree.
I'm definitely excited for that. Funny enough, I also bought my plane tickets for Everfree this week too.
Hella.
I don't think I'm gonna make it.
I still need to book a bunch of hotels.
I do got my hotel set up. I do got a spare room at the moment, though, if anybody is interested.
I've got my Everfree hotel booked, but because I'm taking Amtrak, I have stops in the middle to get there. So
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I still just know that it's probably out of my ability to get there.
For the moment.
Yeah, for me, it matters if I can get my truck fixed in time or not.
You're not far from Chicago. You could probably take the Empire Builder.
Money.
It's more money.
Money.
True.
It's always about the money.
Yeah.
Money. Oh,
It was never about the money.
We've got to have money.
Yeah.
Got to have
money.
We've got to have
The hookers and blackjack in the back room pay for them.
Well, speaking of money, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, not gonna lie, money is definitely a thing right now. It's like,
I know, I absolutely
We are
feel
adults.
that.
We have to deal with this.
Well, adults, and there's a lot of insanity going on right now, so it's kind of a combination. Column A, column B.
the economy's in shambles.
Speaking of which, let's go ahead and let me talk a little bit about column C for me, and the other reason I'm probably going to end up with a few fun bills here soon enough. Last week, so I admit I don't exactly give a lot of going on in my private life because I don't want people to worry for the most part, and I don't want to raise undue concern until there is reason or until I get good news. Basically, until I know what in the world's going on, I don't like to start rustling bushes. I feel like that just kind of feels like, just like, I might be in trouble, give me attention kind of thing. I don't like that. I hate that.
I hate the fact that we all feel that from time to time simply because people have done that.
Well, people have done that, but there's also other reasons. But that's a whole nother kettle of fish and a psychologist's appointment. Anyway, so the reason I'm bringing up last week, though, is last week was a bit of a whirlwind for me in a lot of regards because not only did I have a few over-the-phone job interviews, I had a doctor's appointment. Now, the reason I had a doctor's appointment wasn't for any normal thing like getting a yearly checkup or just seeing how he's doing with the missus or finding a new doctor in general because my insurance changed around. But in this case, it was because over the past month and a half or so, or maybe even longer, I've honestly lost track of when this really started. Along my right shin, on the left side of my right shin, funny enough, I've had a series of swellings kind of pop up, kind of all up and down my leg. It's kind of a scary thing to see, especially when you start getting older, and then you also realize your insurance is all out of whack, your job situation's out of whack, everything's just kind of constantly out of whack, and then suddenly you're seeing this start to pop up, among a few other things. It gets a little concerning, especially when it doesn't go away after a month and a half or longer. So I made an appointment to see the doctor. Of course, went over there, told him what's going on, showed him the lumps, and it's just like, it doesn't look like anything serious, maybe varicose veins, which I'm still wondering how in the hell it's varicose veins, but I'm going to leave that alone.
Oh.
But the other thing that was suggested was to get some scans done, specifically to see if my leg was pregnant. Because I keep forgetting what the hell it's actually called. I just remember that it's also used for pregnancies.
Ultrasound.
Thank you! Ultrasound. I was getting ultrasound taken. So, funny enough, I figured, oh crap, I'm not going to hear anything for a week, and then maybe I'll get an ultrasound a couple weeks later. No, what ended up happening is the very next day, I get scheduled for an ultrasound for the later that day, right after work. So, literally, doctor's office one day, ultrasound the next. Then the day after that, I end up having to go to the dentist. That was fun. But yeah, nothing really bad happened with the dentist. Now, of course, you know, I'm still kind of worried about things even after getting scanned up and down, and I'm not really hurting anywhere. It's just these lumps. It scares the crap out of me. Then today, as I'm working, a phone call comes in. It's just like, yeah, we got your results. We need to talk to you. And it was on a voicemail. It was on a voicemail. So I'm just like, oh crap, I better respond to this. So I'm trying to juggle my normal work and get a call in to the voicemail. It's like the first time. It's like, okay, who are you trying to reach? Da, 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 da. Okay, I gotta patch you through to them directly. Oh. Then I'm put on to hold and end up getting to a voicemail. I'm just like, they just barely called me. I'm going to try again. So I call them. Takes a while, and I finally get somebody else, and they're just like, okay, who are you? What's your birthday? You know, they just basically start going through the 9 yards. Oh, I'm this, I'm that, I'm doing this, all this. And it's like, okay. All right, and we got the results back, and no anomalies.
You're fine.
Yeah, pretty much. You're fine. Or at least you will be until you get that doctor's bill.
You're fine. We want to give you a heart attack.
Yeah, we want to give you a heart attack. We need that. We need to increase our income here. We need the funding. Yeah.
Yeah, they can't say diagnoses over the phone.
Yeah, not
voice messaging system. It has to be direct.
Yeah, I know. It's
a lot of people in that situation. They need to talk to me. What do they need to talk to me about?
Yeah, it's a pain, real pain. But I think I basically
experience.
Yeah, I basically got a clean bill of health. I still got to deal with these swellings though, but I'm gonna just hope that over time maybe they'll go away. And I think it's just a good indication that I need to start taking better care of myself. Probably working from home for 2.5 years while sitting on the couch the entire time was probably not the smartest move in the world.
Hey, one thing I would ask is, how often do you work out, and which side do you generally lean on when you're sitting?
Okay, working out, I'm trying to do it a lot more often, so I try to get weightlifting in 3 days a week, and I am doing daily walks around the neighborhood for about half an hour. As for leaning, I do tend to favor my right side when I'm just standing there in place.
See, that could not do it, actually. That could be part of the swelling.
Probably that too. Yeah. So I've been trying to not do that, but it's literally like 30 plus years of habit. It's a hard thing to break.
Oh, I know.
Well, in fairness, after my long days at work, like I feel a glute basically strain more than the other. I'm probably leaning towards that side. That's why I'm hurting.
Nobody wants to hear about your glutes. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead.
It reminds me of how my back was during high school. I was always leaning over my desk.
Yeah, the back's a whole other problem there, but I know I screwed that one up because of my couch sitting days of teleworking. Anyways,
Speaking of health.
Yeah. Anyway, that's my little what's up running going on. Congratulations, everybody. I'm of health, but I'm probably not gonna be happy when I get those bills. Anyway.
Yeah. I've been doing a bunch of skincare for over a month now because, like, I've been working outside for over a decade with no real skin protection. And this is kind of part of me. It's kind of important to have.
You should be doing more skincare things.
Yeah, so I've been starting to do that, and in the course of the month, I have just cleaned up my face a great deal, so I can actually run around with a short beard now, or no beard at all. It's pretty slick. And it's been getting better down my arms and legs, too, so that's nice.
Okay, I'm pretty sure I'm allowed to post this because this was posted in our lounge. Of course.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, you're looking good, man. Looking good.
I look like I'm in my 20s again.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
It's the youth of youth.
You look like a teenager.
You definitely have some tanning going on.
Well, when you work 10 to 11 hours a day outside.
Yeah, that's
Every
gonna
day.
happen. Every day.
Everyone in my family says I have a baby face when I don't have a beard.
At least he didn't look like a fish. Poor short. Oh my god! It feels like he's gonna talk to me about. Yeah, I saw that shark out there once. It's gleaming my eye. I tell you.
It's kind of funny, despite all the years, you can still kind of see the scar above my my eyebrow, which makes it look like I'm always questioning people.
I kind of see that. Yeah.
I was wondering why that happened.
Nobody expects the Scar of Inquisition.
Exactly. And I finally dropped the oil in my truck to see if I needed to replace the engine or not. The oil has a clean bill of health. There's no chunks in there's like no metal chunks or anything. Everything's fine. So I should be able to just replace the head gaskets and get that thing back on the road. And all of last week, I've been just raking and cleaning and removing bushes, continuing with the fire protection. So,
very nice.
Yeah, it's very physical. And today I just started back on my having my fruit smoothies in the morning, so I'm expected to lose probably about 10 pounds again because it's summer.
Ooh, very nice.
So I'm gonna be back down to 180, 190.
I can't wait to see the slick new you at Derpy Boru at Deathlight. No, you're Deathlight.
I'm at Deathlight.
I'm just at convention place. We're going to convention place. We'll see you at convention place.
I'll see if I can get to Everfree. If I can get my truck fixed.
Where the magic happens.
Join us in Everfree.
Yeah.
Please.
It's the closest one that I have.
Yes.
So,
I could even
which is
spare
still
you.
like 800 miles away.
I could spare you a room. Literally, I actually have. I still have one spot in my room still. So
I'll see how I look at the end of this month. If I have my truck up and running and everything else, I'll see about buying that room from you.
Sweet. All right. Well, anyway, let's go ahead and move on here. Does anybody else have any other What's Up Brony going on with them before we get into the news? All right. I'd say that is a good segue to segue on. So let's go ahead and start with the news. And of course, we start off our news with Pony Convention talk. Because the two conventions have finished. We were talking about them over and over and over, but they are gone now.
Tragically.
Yeah. No, it's good. They came, they went. I'm sure a lot of fun were had.
Yeah.
Now the next one to come up is Epona Fest in Milan, Italy. Which looks like it's going to be a blast. That's going to be in about a week and a half. So if you weren't able to attend the one in Germany or the one in Griffish Isles in the United Kingdom, then you still have Epona Fest. Of course, if neither of those float your boat, you still have the one in the U.S. that's coming up, Winnie City PonyCon. Honestly, this is one I would like to check out at one point, but it's going to be on the back burner for a long time now. Mostly finance reasons.
It's in a fun little place.
Yeah.
Where is Winnie City? Oh,
Chicago.
wait. Chicago.
It's in Chicago.
Chicago.
Wait a minute. It's in Chicago. I can get to Chicago.
You can get to Chicago.
It won't
Should I
be.
go
Then you have to get
DMZ?
a little over to where it actually is in Schaumburg.
Okay,
But
that
if
might
you
be
do
hard
try
to
to
get
get
the
there,
train.
I could try to pick you up.
Fair. But I forgot, I now have a vaguely reliable connection to Chicago. That's pretty dope.
Ooh, vague
Okay,
Chicago.
we'll plan this later.
Nope.
By the way,
Well, yeah.
they have fixed the Amtrak website where you like the Ethan Allen Express. If you want to like book like from somewhere in Western Vermont to like Chicago or other connecting trains, you can actually like put in the destinations you're trying to get to, and then it'll load up the connecting trains, and you can book it under one ticket instead of what Amtrak's website used to do, where it would just crash. So I'm very pleased with this. It's a development in the right direction, and also if you're considering the possibility of taking Amtrak to a location, but you're not sure if Amtrak goes approximately there, or if you're just curious, the Amtrak website actually has a map to help plan your trip now. Finally on the main page of the website, you can just kind of like scroll down a little bit and then it'll show you the planning map. So if you're considering that, there you go. More resources. Amtrak is getting slightly better at making itself more user friendly.
I'm as terrified as you are.
Side note, ignore the fact that there were like 2 Amtrak derailments in Union Station, Chicago, like this month. I don't know what's going on there.
Oh boy, there we go.
The Empire Builder derailed yesterday. I'm like, oh, that's encouraging. Where was it? Oh, also in Chicago Union Station. They need to work on their switches, I guess.
Yeah, it sounds like just a switching error.
Also,
yeah. I wouldn't necessarily call
Yeah,
it
definitely.
like I wouldn't.
Where they are there, they wouldn't be going at high speeds. That would just be
Oh, yeah, no.
transfer.
They're just going slow speeds. Although I'm curious to know what caused those 2 derailments, because like it's weird that's happened twice. Like, because you gotta remember, Chicago Union Station it sees like tons and tons and tons of trains a day. It's Chicago, so I mean, which also means that the likelihood of something going wrong more likely.
It's higher.
But also keep in mind that we've had several years where this hasn't happened. So, yeah, I wouldn't let it deter you from the possibility of taking Amtrak. But also keep in mind that it is the American rail system. So, if you do choose Amtrak and you have to connect trains, keep in mind if the 2 trains you're trying to connect are only separated by like 20 minutes, maybe that's not the best of connections. You might not make that.
Yeah. So what about
Yeah, if you're gonna miss that, then you'll probably just best to stay the night somewhere.
Yeah.
Make it a
That-
whole
that-
24 hours changeover.
That and also
Yeah.
also for very long trips, if you want to be comfortable, you're paying.
yeah.
Yeah.
That too. That said, I will say, as somebody who's taken the Empire Builder and the Superliner passenger cars, which are like in coach, this is a standard coach ticket. It's pretty comfy. I mean, like, because unlike in a plane, you're not like cramped up against the seat in front of you. You have lots of leg room, like a scary amount of leg room. You can recline, and you don't have to worry about like interfering with the person behind you or the person in front of you interfering with you. You've got room.
Yeah.
It's pretty nice. So yeah, and
Sprawl a little bit.
does it take a while? Sure, but it's like the travel is part of the vacation. You basically got a train just hang out on, and depending on the service that you're on, you might have the luxury of a observation car, which I highly recommend. Like in observation car, your ticket, be you coach, sleeper car, whatever, you have access to. So take advantage of it.
All right. Anyway, jumping into this. A quick shout out to TrotCon, which will be happening in 8 weeks. Big reason that we're shouting it out is, unfortunately, friend of the show, Traveling Pony Museum, is going to be winding down a lot of their in-person events with this. The big thing is that they're going to be auctioning off pretty much the entirety of the Traveling Pony Museum's display, everything, at TrotCon this year. Which is kind of a bummer, unfortunately, is because I don't think I'll be able to attend the TruckCon this year unless something really crazy happens in the next month or so. In a good way, crazy. So, yeah, I just wanted to get a big shout out to TruckCon there. So, if you can, try to attend, at least so you can try to be in the auction to get a big piece of pony history. I'm kind of depressed now, so we're going to go ahead and move on. So, as we mentioned, Newbie Artist Ground is going to be starting on June the 7th, and we're going to do what we can to help you get prepared. Because we do want as many people as possible to participate, even if they have no idea how to draw, or maybe they just use this as an excuse to try to do a little bit of a boot camp for themselves. In my case, I want to try to use this as an excuse to work on doing painting, digital painting, instead of just doing digital line art. So I'm actually been working on trying to figure out how to do painting properly and paint the Clip Studio, which it's definitely a little bit harder when you're so used to doing line art. I'll tell you that much. But I do want to encourage it, and one thing that we are probably going to talk about a little bit more when we actually go through the getting prepared or tutorial guides. The pony drawing tutorials and references. I actually found out about this a few months back, and I thought this was pretty interesting. Because you think that this is the only thing they have? No, this is over 100 different images of different tutorials, style guides, art guides, color guides, everything.
Ultimate guide.
Everything. Oh, the ultimate guide. And I am not kidding. I don't want to scroll down too far. That is how ultimate this guide is. This is not something you look at work. I'll put it that way.
Dude, how to draw a horse 101.
Literally, every part of the horse. You want to draw a horse, you will know how to draw a horse. I think every artist out there pretty much knows anatomy to a T. So it's
for clarity, when you say this is not something you want to open at work, is it because it'll take up a lot of time, or is it because there's things that you don't want your coworkers to know you're looking at?
Column A and column B, especially column B. You know the you don't do this or you might get fired. Column B.
I see.
Yeah.
Spicy.
Yeah.
When they say ultimate, they mean ultimate.
But granted, it is very, 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 very near the bottom. You actually see so much more ahead of that. I mean, so much more. They even got a nice little reference guide to like slamming, to laying down with a hat, standing, jumping, doing a little bit of the... I mean, look at this. This is awesome. This is fun. They got a lot of great references and everything here. So
how to draw snoot on horse.
The other problem with this though is this actually
snoot on snoot action.
The worst part about this is this might cease to exist in a couple of weeks because of Imager's current setup that they're doing with in regards to images.
Yeah. So what you're telling me is
I would highly recommend downloading this if you haven't had a chance to really explore it yet. I actually have. I put it on my own little backup archives to make it available to me if and when it ends up going down.
Do we have a link to that currently?
Oh,
it's
yes,
just like what happened to Homestuck whenever Adobe Flash went down.
Pretty much.
Yep.
Side note, I regret never getting into Homestuck. Well, actually, not really. But, like, at the same time, I do kind of want to experience it. Have you ever got, like, if you have a friend who was, like, deep into Homestuck, have you ever, like, gotten them talking about Homestuck? Because it is so great. I love just hearing their passion about just telling me the unhinged stuff in Homestuck that I vaguely, barely understand, but mostly don't. And it's just great. I love it.
I think the funny thing is I actually did read Homestuck, and I got through almost all of it, in fact. I think I just stopped near the ending just because something happened, and I couldn't
So you know of the Betty Crocker.
All of the little things that happen and all of the craziness that you have to be able to code and see the page's code base to see the little things.
I'm still stuck on the Bill Cosby laptop.
Don't know what that means.
I see.
It is literally a laptop shaped like Bill Cosby, and I'm just going to keep moving on from there.
I just know that it's crazy and.
So yeah, we will probably talk a little bit more about getting into the artist training ground and doing some fun things in regards to art over the coming weeks. But I did want to make sure that we got the announcement out there, and also I did put links to the Imgur site on the Brony Show Picks and Gifts, and also on a few other locations, and I'll probably try to get them in the show notes here as well. If not this week, I'll definitely get them in next week when we do the basic training ground beginners or brush up guide. Maybe that's what we should call it, brush up guide. Anyway, there's our warning there. So, who wants to see the new king?
Ooh, are we going to talk about Owl House?
No, we're gonna talk about the greatest king.
Owl House?
Yeah, Owl House?
Well, I don't know. I mean, he probably does. He probably could control an owl house.
Oh, it's Hitch.
It is Hitch.
He could make a house of owls.
He could easily handle out an owl house. Da 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 da. Okay. But yeah, no, Hitch the king. Of course, I'm sure most people already know what in the world's going on in regards to this, but I thought this was amazing. Especially later on, there's a reason why this is even more amazing. But we'll get to that in a bit. So, a little bit of spoileriness. I'm not going to play it, though, just because apparently this is how crazy YouTube copyright is. So, a short clip from Tell Your Tale has been revealed. This is going to be probably the next Tell Your Tale episode, or one that's coming down the line, called Pony Tropico. And the reason that they were able to find out what it's called is the YouTube copyright system literally marked it as that as off of that episode when it was uploaded. So how silly is that?
Oh my gosh, the ponies are learning how to play Yu-Gi-Oh!
They are learning how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Get ready, you're about to see ponies in their natural habitat. Playing camping.
Card matches to the death.
Being total weeps.
Yeah, pretty much. You know,
I'm going to send Sparky to the Shadow Realm.
Perfect. Love it.
I'm gonna send Posey to the shower round, then take her out a week later.
Next, a 3D model of Sonata Dusk has popped up.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, I thought this was pretty cool.
Right next to Fallout Horse.
So just a few days before Cinco de Mayo, the ultimate Taco Tuesday, it almost feels like you could actually it looks like a playable character in a game, doesn't it?
Almost, yeah.
Yeah, I love that. Absolutely.
Pretty nice.
That. Yeah.
Ah.
But it really is fun to see what they're doing with Blender, and I can't wait to see what other pony stuff comes out from it. Next, the My Little Pony role-playing game core rulebook, the book RPG, the second book RPG, has started to set up pre-orders for the basic book as opposed to the super deluxe version, which you missed out on if you didn't get it in time.
And we ordered it like almost a year and a half ago now, right, Circuit?
Yeah! I haven't even seen the PDF that's supposed to be out there.
I forgot about this. I should have bought into this, but it's good to know they're going to have a base book. Dope.
I completely forgot about it too until this showed up. I'm like, oh yeah, I got the deluxe version.
You know what's funny about that? I was able to back something on Kickstarter and get the file before you guys ever got anything from this.
And? Dude, I got Kickstarters I've been
worse.
sitting on for years. That doesn't mean anything.
It could be worse. It could be like the release schedule of the RS3s from Bowser, model train reference that no one's going to get.
Ooh,
No,
that's the worst. That is a weird
That
situation.
reminds me, Billy Bust Up's gonna come out in a year.
They did finally release the RS3s, and I gotta say I am impressed with the Central Vermont RS3. It is a nice beast.
By the way, I forgot to mention, I did also finally get the character journal guide for the book RPG. That's right, I got the dice bag, I got the dice, and now I got basically what's supposed to be a character creation book. And they take this to a level I did not expect.
I still haven't seen anything from it. Lucky.
But yeah, you basically get the idea of how the game is supposed to play. You get to put your name and stuff into it. And here's where it gets fun. You have the first 4 pages are dedicated to your actual character sheet. And the rest of this is an RPG is an RPG dream/nightmare, depending on how in depth you take your characters. You can literally they have pages that you can write their entire backstory, character flaws, thoughts and processes, everything, how this character works. And you think that's not... They also have entire sections to write down what exactly happens with a campaign, doing little grid sketches. They go so 9 yards on this. It is amazing. This is a piece of work.
Also, just to keep it clean, they make it easy to photocopy.
No, they don't.
Money's worth.
This is not easy to photocopy.
If you have the PDF, then sure, why not? But
PDF, knock yourself out. But this is not easy to photocopy. This is something you buy when you want to actually have that character that you play for 5 years, and then you make an anime series based off of it. This is the kind of crap I'm talking about here.
So, just a quick question: How do you guys make your characters' backstories? Do you do it all at once, or do you do it in parts?
I basically go with, okay, so what background did I take? Oh, military? Okay, so why is he as he is now? And work from there.
I can't remember, because usually I'm the one having to run the stupid campaigns.
You offer it.
I did in your cases, but I literally have never had much of an opportunity to just sit down and actually play.
Because what I do is I just come up with a simple premise, then I play like two or 4 sessions, and then I make their background because the dice heavily dictate on how background goes.
Anyway, so
it don't make sense if you just roll horrible on a certain thing and then you say you're supposed to be a master of it.
Yeah, little fun thing is they also finally have a little preview of what's inside the book. Of course, it's just creating a character and the MacBook of Equestria.
Mm-hmm.
So it's still fun all the way.
Mm-hmm. Also, I have a PDF here that if you can't do any quick thought, you can do random dice.
Well, anyway, we should probably get moving on here. So, is this not going to get support anymore? What?
The old.
No, well, I do believe that they're still selling it. Now, they'll probably continue selling it and maybe include a few more expansions until the license runs out. But I don't know how much longer that will be. So it could be that River Horse ends up not doing any more expansions or releases. But it's already pretty fairly big anyway, so I don't see any reason to release more expansions at this point. Unless they really wanted to expand into the G5 territory of things, maybe. But we'll see what River Horse does in the future. For now, this is just another company doing another book RPG.
Plans. That's future Horse's problem.
But here's a little benefit. The same people that did this Renegade, they use the same system on their Transformers and G.I. Joe and Power Ranger book RPGs.
Yep.
Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. You can actually make some
real effort into it, and buying it would actually be appreciated.
Play Power Ponies today.
You can literally play Power Ponies. Power Ponies with giant mechs. You could actually do some amazing things if you really, really wanted to. So, yeah, take that for what you will.
Wait, if we can make Transformers and also ponies, and Transformers are robots,
More than
and ponies
meets
are
the
ponies, can we make Toabot?
Yes.
We literally could, actually.
Dope.
Can we make my chimeras though? No, not really.
We
in this
might be able.
system.
We might be able to, depending on how they flesh out their character creation system.
If
Well,
there is one thing I have learned from Transformers is that if you collect all of them, you can make the Mega Transformer. So I don't see why not.
Yeah, I've seen their game systems before, and it's kind of for customization sometimes.
Yeah, I mean that's absolutely fair too.
It turns into the broadcasting system we use here.
Well, you always got D&D. There's so many homebrews there that you couldn't make anything you could ever imagine at this point. Which is the point. Use your imagination. So, speaking of using your imagination, anybody want to use their imagination here?
Also,
Alright, so episode 51 of Tell Your Tale came out, and you can hear the scream of 1,000 shippers. Whether it's a
Honey,
scream
stop
of
freaking out my
acknowledgement,
daughter.
either the scream of acknowledgement or the scream of fear that there's actually pretty much a confirmed ship at this point. However you want to put it.
Her young ones have left the nest. She wants to repopulate it.
those who like shipping the old people, thrilled.
Those who basically,
Alphabet'll found out why nobody's gone down on her in years.
Oh! Well, let's face it, Alphabet's probably more hairy than she is. Okay. Oh.
You can only blame yourself for this.
I can, and I'm gonna go ahead and move on. Check out the episode if you haven't yet. It's a fun time.
I mean, I will say I can see what she sees in Alphabettle.
Yeah.
You have the good DDR skills.
Oh, he's got the moves, and he knows how to make a good cup of
Also
tea.
in the bedroom.
He's got the moves,
stuff.
got the mojo. No other.
Seriously though, that episode is like ground zero for expressions from the sisters. Both of them make just the most amazingly happy, disgusted, exasperated faces. It is just the most amazing mix.
Oh, I came across this
jeez.
wicked meme of it of the episode in RP World. I didn't post it because I just remembered. Wait, this is spoiler.
Yeah, keep it in the spoiler chat for now, at least until we talk about it in a couple weeks, which we are getting real
these
close to.
comics so badly.
Yep. So issue 12 has finally released. This, of course, dealing with Hitch and Zip and Cold Case Files, as Hitch is actually doing a podcast of Cold Case Files.
Ooh.
Yep.
Hitchcast?
The Hitchcast.
Yes.
So, yep. And if you really want to get an idea of what goes along with these, you close the link so that you can't show anybody. That's
Hell
exactly
yeah.
what you do. Yeah, forget that. You know, let people use their imaginations. Why
I want everybody out there to go out there and close the link.
Yes. Close the link. Touch grass. Anyway, no.
Close the link. Zelda is doomed. Just
Seriously
kidding.
though, I mean, we figured out what feedback is now, so
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's just Hitch doing podcast. Well, he starts off doing podcasting about true crime, and Zip, of course. Has,
Oh gosh, he's doing a true crime podcast.
yes.
Oh no. Oh
Cold
no.
Case, true crime cold case. And he's the actual detective that does usually runs through these, so it's even more amazing if you think about it.
I need
Very
to read the
Sherlock
comics.
Holmes of him.
But yeah, no, I do recommend checking it out. It's a lot of fun, and I really am enjoying these comics. I say that, though, I've only read maybe 2 or 3 of them, and I still have gotten every single one to date, and I realized I forgot to reserve the 40th anniversary one, and as well as a few others, so that's on me, now that I think about it. Anyway, let's go ahead and talk about something I did reserve, though I had a little bit of difficulty. Flufflepuff! Plushies from U2s have finally arrived. These, of course, are the Flufflepuff pony version sitting down and the Flufflepuff human version standing up. These, of course, are on U2s right now. They are $30 each. And I do warn about them now because they are $30 each for a limited time. Because they are only up for pre-order now. Until
nothing else after.
literally you only have a week and a day left to pre-order a Flufflepuff.
Just a reminder to those who are watching in archives, time always marches forwards. In that week is now shorter.
Yes, if you're watching this on
We're
archive,
sorry time exists.
if you're watching this on archive, chances are good it probably still came up before next week's episode. So you still have some time, but honestly, if you're going to get it, do not dilly-dally. Do not stall. Do not wait. Jump on this.
And if you were catching up on episodes, like, say, a month later, sorry.
Really sorry. Check eBay, or hope that somebody bought a bunch of them to sell at cons. They are going to be marked up, though. Let's face it. I bought mine. Granted, I had an issue doing it the first couple of times, and I have a pending of $120 on my account that I have to wait for it to clear. It's never going to charge, but it's just kind of sitting there like mocking me, like I could happen any
I like
day.
the idea that you just accidentally bought a bunch of these Flufflepuffs.
I don't. Well, I mean, I could probably sell them, but I still don't like that.
Nah, just give them away in a competition. It'll be fine. That actually reminds me. Remember We Live Fine? And how they...
Yes.
I did, and I feel sad now.
Remember, like, how they had the quote mystery box that was not actually a mystery box that kind of told you vaguely what it had aside from the t-shirts you got, and like, you know, remember that?
I kind of remember that.
Yeah, I whenever they like released it, I bought one, and at the same time, that same order, I bought one of the Rainbow Dash scarves because I didn't read the text that said that it included a Rainbow Dash scarf. So now I have two, both in plastic. So if we ever have an idea for some competition thing, that might be an option of something to give out. One of them.
Yeah. Oh, actually, you did remind me another bit of a sad news, and I actually forgot completely to post about this too, which is really more. It's kind of on me.
Welcome to the Brony Show, where we bring you down with the sad news.
It's sad, but it's important to announce it too, to give people a chance while they still can. Though I can't believe I can't remember what it's called now. So I did hear word. You know what? It doesn't matter. It's a docky. I did hear word from Lunarshine that they are unfortunately going to be closing up shop as well.
Oh, really?
Yep. So they are still going to make things available for a time, for however long they're still in stock. However, custom-made dockies, things like that, they're only going to have the custom orders up for a little bit longer. Then it's going to be a case of they're going to sell what they can. When it's gone, it is gone forever. And they also made it so that basically the plush toys are right now like dirt cheap because of that. By dirt cheap, I mean I think the actually wasn't this guy also sold out, or did they find more? Oh, they must have found more. How cool. But yeah, they're all $5 right now. All the plushies that they still have are $5. I'm half tempted to like buy 10 Doctor Who's plushies just to do something with them. But yeah, if you ever wanted to get anything from Lunarshine and they still have it in stock, and I do really recommend doing it. I wanted to get House Party. I didn't. I think I'm out of luck forever now. Horse Party. But yeah, buy the stuff. Buy it now because it's literally going away. They're going to be shutting down, unfortunately.
It looks like they had a good run.
They had a great run, and I understand why, because it's not as easy nowadays, and they can't get out to cons as much anymore. So I get it.
I will say that one thing that has definitely affected a lot of the vendor market is, like, there are not as many cons in the Northeast as there used to be. Like, you used to have like New York City PonyCon as well as BronyCon, and there are still a lot of people who make stuff in the Northeast along the Northeast corridor, and making it to those cons all the way out west is not exactly feasible when you have so much stuff to carry.
Yeah, and even the mid ones like Trot or Ciderfest don't exactly are still an expensive romp.
As much as I love and respect TrotCon, and as much as I really want to go there, I cannot deny that it is just kind of inconveniently in the middle of Ohio.
Yeah.
And as far as the Amtrak system goes, from a person who mostly just travels by train, it sucks because the only way to get there is literally by taking a bus connection, because they do not currently have a train that goes between the 3 biggest cities in Ohio.
By the way, get your Apogee Plus. She's adorable.
Yes.
And that's all you need. Don't worry about anything about the history of the creator. Just enjoy the Apogee Plus for what it is. And buy art books. Buy a lot of art books. Seriously, I love art books. I think these things are great. But yeah,
By the way, we've done a lot of stuff here, but we never told Second that he hasn't shared.
Judd, like Hitch with the Big Guys, just see the first question. This is more days about the cap. Question: did this never disc before? But I thought more disc. But oh yeah, sorry. Sorry, Judd, but we usually don't do a caption again for at least another month, and we move on to the next episode. But if you want to throw your ideas for captions on the other images when we uploaded them onto the Discord, go for it. That's always encouraged. Anyway,
Circuit.
Yes.
As an idea for a future show, we should try and do an episode where we focus on pony vendors who are still around and are still pumping out pony merch and stuff, because there are quite a few that are still out there.
Oh yeah,
and I feel like it'd be a good idea to just highlight some of those projects and stuff, because I know personally I haven't been able to keep track of all of them, and I'm sure we have quite a few viewers who would love to just kind of know.
Oh yeah, Etsy's a freaking minefield of them. It's amazing and fun.
Yeah.
Hella.
Oh, actually, that does.
A decent amount of them.
Speaking of which, actually, that
See, you know what? Boss ones there.
We're gonna go ahead and move on real fast, but try to keep that idea in mind in case I accidentally forget it over the course of the month. But I did remember one thing: if you're going to Everfree, save up your money, especially if you love reading, because apparently they are going to have a bookstore there.
Hell yeah!
There are so many books that are just printed. It's amazing to me, honestly.
Yeah.
So
who wants to hear about Pirate Twilight Sparkle?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Twilight Sparkle uploaded the entire Mario movie to Twitter.
Wonderful.
Hell yeah.
She's gone mad with power.
Yes. So, this was made possible by Twitter Blue that decided that since you're paying $8 a month, you can go ahead and upload 60-minute videos onto Twitter.
Oh, I bet Illumination Nintendo are...
Oh no, the account's already gone. The account's already gone, but let's see. The Twilight account, before it finally was taken down, also posted other event things, including Avatar, The Way of the Water, Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, Turning Red, Morbius, of course, Iron Man, The Whale, Everything Everywhere, All at Once, Strange World, No Time to Die, Zootopia, My Little Pony Equestria Girls, and of course various episodes of My Little Pony Friendships and Magic. Before they finally got media attention because of the Mario movie. So, it wasn't Avatar.
No, I shouldn't bring this up. No, I shouldn't.
No, this is hilarious. It wasn't Avatar. It wasn't Puss in Boots. It wasn't Everything Everywhere All at Once. It wasn't Zootopia. It was the Mario movie that finally got people to say, wait, that's not right.
No.
Well,
The other thing I was going to mention was about the dead people thing, but I'm not going to go into that.
Let's not. But yeah, no, so Pirate Twilight Sparkle, everybody. Now for
Yo ho to you.
now this, I'm not going to consider this spoilery because it doesn't really show anything. It's just kind of a fun little spring image. But the shot of the main quote unquote 6 popped up over on Facebook with all of them with most of them having flower crowns, Hitch having absolutely nothing, which is why he's our king. They didn't give him anything, so we're gonna let him be our king. He's our king.
Perfect. He's perfect the way he is. He doesn't need any makeup. He doesn't need anything else. He just needs his little sash, and he's fine.
I feel like he'd be
He
pretty
is perfect dad.
I feel like he'd be pretty
Yes,
darling in
he
a
is.
flower crown, though.
Hey, is
some people
Misty's
actually
hair
did. Some people
purple
did.
and pink now.
Some people actually did think that, and they drew him in a flower crown because they thought that was complete bull. Though I find it funny nobody
Good.
acknowledged Izzy with just the sunglasses on, and that's it.
She made them herself.
Yeah. And yes, the main color of Misty there, apparently that is a change that's going to happen. I don't know if it's just an artistic change or if there's a reason behind it. That's why I'm not considering this spoilery, because I don't believe it's anything more special than just an artistic change.
Hair.
Because it can be dyed. Yes.
It can be. It's difficult to keep up the dye job.
Yeah.
My hair used to be black.
But then I took an arrow to the... Okay, we're moving on.
But then I worked a decade outside and it turned it red.
Sun bleach, everybody. Sun bleach.
Yeah, it's a real thing.
All right.
So-and-so see.
So let's go ahead and move on here. And what better way to move on than with the challenge of the week? And of course, our challenge of the week, voted by all of you, putting into a picker wheel and it randomly spinning, and the irony involved, getting internet points. But we also have the protest initiative challenge.
Challenge of the week time. We should probably get into the right call.
Oh yeah, shoot, you're right.
Okay.
Hold on.
All right.
Let me pull up the right Discord server.
Okay, see ya.
Okay.
There we go. All
I
right.
know where they're going.
Yeah.
Hey,
this is usually the
how's it
conversation.
going?
Hey.
Told us it's about time.
Jeez,
Yeah.
man.
Can't wait for you,
Sorry
man.
I'm late.
It's
I didn't
been
mean
12
to.
years.
So we have the challenge of the week.
And the protest initiative challenge.
And of course, the challenge of the week was internet points. And the protest initiative challenge?
The protest initiative challenge this week is The Brony Show, episode 531. Caption this picture, TYT. Episode 3.
This one, I admit, it took me a while to finally come up with a fun idea. And I ended up
I'm
with...
so glad.
I ended up with a fun idea. The ultimate internet points, as well as what would probably end up happening if we did do a episode 3 of Tell Your Tale, captioning. Of course, Crazy Matt Captain doing the wholesome entry once again and winning the most wholesome award. Truly the
Clap.
greatest of internet point awards.
Clap, 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 clap. I don't actually know if this is going through. Oh, that's right. We have sound effects.
Yeah.
Yes, you got soundboard.
No, damn it, you! I'm always. Damn you! There's a reason I haven't muted it yet. I thought you guys would be behaved.
Soundboard brought to you by Discord. Thank you.
Thank you, Discord.
It's also not brought to you by anything else because I realized I muted the entire thing on my end, so I can't hear anything anyway.
Discord, bringing the chaos.
No matter how much it hurts.
Again, I still can't hear anything, so it works for me. All right.
Season 2. I like it. Cirky, you did
Yeah.
you did a great job.
Yeah, I just had a little bit of problem with the shoulders and the hoof there, but I'm trying harder and harder to get the facing positioning and everything right. I mean, I can see a few things I kind of goofed with this, but I also was kind of doing it under a bit of a crunch because today was just not a calm day. My entire
all
week
about
was
practice,
not a calm.
yo.
Yeah.
You're doing great.
Yeah. Doesn't help that I've been trying to learn how to paint, so paint on the program too, so switching back and forth was not fun either. But yeah, here we go.
I need to do that too.
So yeah, and not only do we have that, we also have Deathlight Production, Deathlight, the Reaper of Soul Calibur.
My God, he got buff. What the hell happened?
You look like a knockoff Akuma just stole a scythe and decided to enter a fighting tournament.
Oh my gosh.
No, I'll tell you what he looks like. He looks like one of those like mall ninjas.
Oh.
Ninjas are magic. Did you hear?
Huh?
Circuit, I don't think
Go,
I
Ninja,
packed
go,
for that.
Ninja, go. go, ninja.
I don't think I packed for that part of this episode. I hope he's gentle.
We'll just leave it. Virgil, what happened? Thank you, Sacred, for
He's under control by the
Virgil
demon
actually got
again.
personality.
Virgil, what happened? Oh, that's
Virgil's still under control by the demon.
I just think it's funny because almost every artist I know, they actually draw light very feminine, which is why I like getting him in dresses and stuff. So it's like, oh, you hit the gym, buddy. Congratulations.
You're a buff then, boy.
All right, now this one, I gotta admit, I actually thought this was just a screenshot of some sort of weird thing. So, Tolokoi posted this.
Yes, graphic design works.
Oh, okay.
Basically, I did the whole thing. So I tried and get either internet or rage points going. How is this still a thing? And then the comments are like, dude, let people like stuff.
Nah.
Yeah.
I appreciate the creativity, hella. And you fully encapsulated the.
I could have went something similar, but not like. But I just stopped myself because A, I'm trying to play some games, and B, I'm just too busy at the moment.
Nah, I get that. But
I have to say, I like the creativity that's gone into the Protest Initiative Challenge this week. Thank you for participating.
Yep. But of course, that means that it's time for the next challenge of the week. Of course, we have our wonderful picker wheel up, and that means that it is time for everybody to get their entries in. Whoever wants to get an entry in. Everybody gets one, but they only get one. We put them in this nice little random picker wheel, and you get to see who the winner is. Why? Because I think it's more fun to hear everything click just before something clicks into place that none of us wanted, but we're going to have to do now.
That's right. Everyone gets one.
Everyone gets one.
Let them know. Hey, everybody gets one. Bingo.
Got Transformers, apparently. How to break the computer. Cookies. Who doesn't love cookies? I love I love cookies. You know what? I think that's one of the universal things. I can't imagine anybody that doesn't like some sort of cookie in some way. I mean, does anybody out there not like any kind of cookie at all?
I have never met anyone who doesn't like cookies.
I don't like burnt cookies.
Well, nobody likes burnt cookie. Well, no, there are people that even like burnt cookies.
I feel like there is a cookie that, everybody has the cookie that they dislike, but also everybody has the cookie that they like.
Yeah, I think cookies are kind of like the baked version of ice cream. There's always an ice cream flavor that somebody's going to like, and everybody's going to like some flavor.
Well, there's a problem with that, Circuit. There are people that don't like ice cream. They're called lactose intolerant.
That's what sherbet is for, and also dairy-free options now.
I actually just don't like it because it's cold, and with all the enamel stripped off my teeth, it really hurts eating things that are cold.
Okay, that one I get that. I will get it. I'll get that. Baking ice creams. Sorry, we already got you, Virgil, as a horse synchry.
Now here's the real question.
Didn't I get? I figured explosive decompressor. I thought yours was serious. Everybody gets one. Oh! I am sorry. Everybody gets one was an option. Literally one of the prompts. Everybody gets one. I am so sorry. Thank you, Chaos Guy. I really got to be careful about those. I don't know if people are actually responding to what we're saying or actually throwing things in sometimes.
It is confusing sometimes.
Circuit, speaking of confusing, here's a question.
Yeah.
Cookies. Are they a genre or a medium?
That is a very good question, actually.
They're both. Moving on.
Yeah.
How dare.
Honestly, I wonder about that. I mean,
we could probably have a whole podcast just about that, honestly. Just a discussion.
I would think genre. I would think the fact that they're so customizable and there are many different options, I would think that they're a genre more than a medium.
But also, people love making cookies to express themselves about because you got all the different shapes and stuff.
Well, yeah.
It's true.
You got cookie cutters, but you also got cake pans with shapes.
You can have a savory cookie. You can have a sweet cookie. The world is your oyster.
No, the world is your cookie cutter.
No, the world is your cookie.
The world is your cookie.
The world is your cookie sheet.
I mean, after all, that's the way the cookie crumbles.
Yeah.
I mean,
all right, here we go.
Lots of milk.
Here we go, everybody. Let's see what we get.
Wheel of Fortune.
I almost want to call boo on that. I really want to call boo. We have all these amazing things, and we get Transformers, which is not pony related in any way.
It's Hasbro related.
Thank you.
And we don't have the Monopoly Man up there.
Yeah, but here's the thing, Circuit. My Little Pony has... Yeah, My Little Pony has crossed over with Transformers multiple times.
Can we put G.I. Joe in there instead? Actually, I would like to see... I would like to see... what was it? Sergeant Payne? Or... No, Sergeant Slaughter. I would like to see Twilight Sparkle dressed up like Sergeant Slaughter. That would be... Actually, that would be funny. Anyway, Protest Challenge.
Right. Protest Initiative Challenge this week is Hotel Room.
I like Twisted to dress up as
Hotel Room. Nice.
Alright, so we have Transformers, apparently. And also...
Transformers in a hotel room.
Transformers, why did we do that?
Now, if I'm honest, the reason why I chose Hotel Room
is cool.
is not because I booked a hotel room recently. It was instead because I scrolled past an image of a frog in bed that looked like it was in a hotel room.
Ooh. Oh, that's great.
Ooh, nice.
All right, and also really quick, and nobody mentioned this to me at all, so I might as well do that now. So, really quick reminder, we do have a couple of PMVs that are also on the van submissions and suggestions, and I do recommend checking out. I cannot play them for the video segment because they are really good PMVs that use copyrighted materials. And we all know how that goes. So we have more to try doing... No. Damn it. So now we got more to try doing some pony that I used to know. So yeah, have fun with that one.
It's a layered joke at this point.
I'll just let them have fun with it. And they did. They tried their best with.
It's insane how much traction this crack ship got.
It's probably just because of how silly it is.
Also, how old it is, because this thing has been something like.
And those of you early aughts that really like the emo scene, you also have Bring Me to Life with Princess Luna, Nightmare Moon.
Ooh,
yeah.
Yes. Remember the days before we realized that girl was also a bitch.
The good old days.
Yep. Sorry, I'm on the Seether side of that argument.
No, I like Seether more now, but I get you.
Wait, hold on. I'm missing some context here. What's going on?
The lead singers of Evanescence and Seether dated for a while, and they actually, for a couple of albums, went back and forth with diss tracks.
Oh, I was never into either band, if I'm honest. I kind of was more of a My Chem person.
Like the song "Call Me When You're Sober" was the Evanescence girl's song about him, and Seether released a song called "Fake It" about her.
Okay, that now makes it a lot funnier with some of the.
I knew that like "Call Me When You're Sober" was a diss track. I just didn't know who it was.
Yep,
interesting.
And you know what's funny to think about? Seether's still going. Evanescence isn't. Guess who won?
Yeah. There you go. Can't argue that.